Okay, episode 18.
Broke people should never laugh. Now hold
It seems like Rondo's got arrested last night.
Rondo.
Mm-hmm.
Rajon?
Rajon.
What did he get arrested for?
Possession of unlawful firearm. I guess it was unregistered, and drug paraphernalia and weed.
Rajon.
Yeah,
He don't play no more?
No, Rajon has been out the league for a little while. Mm-hmm.
So he turned up now. Turned up Rajon.
He probably always been turned up Rajon. Like, what's the difference is he's just not playing Rajon.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Rondo. That was my guy.
Yeah, shout out to Rondos, man. Shout out to Rondos. Walmart's closing some stores, 22 stores last year. They're closing 2 more stores in January.
Wow, what they closing stores for? Amazon? Online?
UPS is eliminating 12,000 jobs.
Damn, 12,000? Who the hell's supposed to be delivering shit? Amazon?
I guess that's who's been delivering shit. They taking Walmart and UPS out of business. Like, shit.
Amazon be having people drive their own cars to deliver
and that's how they keep it in business, because they got a whole business where they let other people go do their damn dirty work. Walmart tried to do that shit too, but people were stealing shit.
Yeah, and I heard that Walmart wasn't paying good. Like, it wasn't worth it. I heard that Amazon was doing that job for them. You get the little, a couple hours to drive your own car delivery. I heard that wasn't really. Like, you have to, yeah, but yeah, it's all a scam.
Yeah, it's a lot of scams. Like the scam in Houston. Houston man was scamming funerals. He was acting as a funeral director. 26-year-old Javon Major was charged with forgery. And Sandy Brazard, 38-year-old, was charged with theft. Brazard was helping Major forge the documents.
How do you act like a funeral director?
You forge the documents, and you tell people that you're a funeral director.
Yeah, so you give their body. Yeah, you took people's bodies, and you had the funeral. Like, how did you get away with this? Or you just told people?
Well, you could probably go to hospitals, wait outside hospitals, or go inside the hospitals and try to talk to the families.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
The only way you really get money off of that is if they
scammers do a lot, just not the work.
They would have to be paying you right then and there. Like, that's not even. I don't even sound like a good scam to be even trying to do. Like, that's why you got caught. Cause, like, come on, that sounds crazy. Like, most people don't pay for funerals right off like that. Like, unless he's going to give people insurance and shit, and that's a whole nother damn scam. Fraud.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Now you're doing insurance fraud.
But
yeah, that's crazy.
Well, Georgia woman finds a bank robber hidden in her house.
Ooh. In her house?
In her house.
How'd she know he was a bank robber? She seen him on TV?
James Reborn, 27-year-old, robbed a bank back in January 22nd. And he crashed his van and he ran from the scene, and the cops couldn't find him.
And he's been in her house all this time?
Well, she said that he must have broke into her house the night before that she found him. And she said that she turned on a light in her room and she seen his feet. And she turned the light off and went to her garage and called 911. And yep, that's how he got caught.
That's crazy if that's the story, because that's scary as hell.
That's the story. That's the story reported.
Oh my God, and I'll be scared. Like, she must make no noise or something. Like, yo, I don't know. That's crazy. And she just knew it was him, or she called the cops, like, yo, there's somebody in my bed, in my house. I see feet.
She probably called the cops, like, yeah, there's somebody in my house. I see feet. And then they found out it was a damn fucking bank robber from days before, like probably a week before.
He probably been squatting
on the run. Like, yeah, he just been. That's what he does.
That's crazy.
Long Island Facebook sale gone bad. 43-year-old Steve Marrero was trying to sell his Rolex for about $8,000.
Oh, Rolex on Facebook?
Yep. And the guy pulled up, I guess, and
I guess some people sell cars.
Yeah, I guess he took the
Took it, right?
Yeah, he took it, and the video is crazy because the guy's trying to chase after him while he's in the car, and
Yeah, I don't know. People,
yeah,
wow, that's
yeah,
scary.
people are really wild.
Mhm.
A Baton Rouge woman was arrested after purposely crashing head on into her husband's car. 42-year-old 42-year-old Maria Loria was arrested and booked on reckless charges.
She did what? Now say it again. Sorry.
She
Crashed her car.
yeah, she crashed head on into her husband's car. I guess she was having like a dispute with her husband. He was in the car with his friend. They don't say if the friend was who the friend was or whatever, but he had a dispute. She took his phone and he left. Well, she left and he wanted his phone back. She came back to give him his phone back, and when she came back, she hit him head on.
And she's
Yeah,
getting charged now.
yeah, she's getting charged with reckless driving and amongst other things.
Wow.
Yeah, shit is
But
crazy.
yeah, like who's charging her? Like, I'm sure it's not even him.
Well, in local news, the superintendent is announcing he's retiring. Daniel Warwick after 48 years.
Damn, 48 years.
Yeah, so he's probably been in service since about 1976, 77, around there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit is crazy because he probably was like our parents' damn superintendent.
Yeah, he needs
You
some
know, like
times have
everybody.
changed. He probably ain't even doing nothing up here like that though. That's like just oh yeah, just sign this. They tell him to sign this, pass this over
But
here.
I'm like, damn, when we was going to school, it was a lot rougher. Like, we had to go to school in that snowstorm and whatnot. And I'm like, who's the superintendent? Is this guy? Is
Yeah,
this
like I
guy?
said, he's not. He's probably if they telling him like, here, you just sign off on this, like the damn president.
Mm,
You just sign off on this. We doing all the footwork. We just need your signature. We need you to pass this law.
yeah, those stories are crazy. These stories are crazy too, but
Yeah, they gonna be mad when they get a get a superintendent in there. That's like, oh, nah, I'm ready for a change. I'm gonna do this. Da da da. Got their own mind, and they like, oh, nah, we were so used to getting over it for 48 years, doing what we wanted to do.
right, and then it comes back that yeah.
Yeah.
Well, two suspects from Vermont were arrested in connection to the death of Isaiah Rodriguez, 17 years old, that died February of 2022. 32-year-old Ashley Wicks and 28-year-old Sean Bolson of Vermont. I guess they know something about the death, so they got arrested.
Oh, they got their little accessories or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Got they in for questioning.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, they're gonna be coming up with the name pretty soon of the person that did that.
Or a trial.
Yeah, are they gonna go to trial for the death of that person? That's how that works.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a woman suffers injury after a car accident in the Bay State Medical Center garage around 5 p.m. yesterday. A adult woman was pulling out the parking garage, when she was hit, and now she's in Bay State after being hit in the Bay State garage.
No, she's in the
Now
hospital.
she's in the hospital getting treated for her injuries.
Wow, that's crazy.
This isn't the first time something like this has
Yeah, I'm
happened.
sure.
Like,
Especially Bay State is crazy. Like the parking
mm-hmm.
and the drive,
And
the
the
everything.
drivers out here are all retarded.
And it's a hospital. Like people are going through mad shit over there, so people will be distraught, or they could just either they might have got some good news. They might be overly excited, or like it's just all type of shit going happening damn on Bay State.
Yeah, mass is crazy. Uh, hey, I think that's all I got today.
Oh wow, I'm surprised.
Mm-hmm. Slow that.
Oh yeah, I ain't got too much. Let me pull it up.
Yeah.
Um, oh yeah, so recently it says that Denise Richards, Denise Richards,
Mm-hmm. Denise.
she was blasted by this chef. It was a weed chef that was on an episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. There was an episode where they had like a weed dinner. It was all infused marijuana in the food, But if you didn't want it, you could opt out, and they had like sober dishes. And supposedly Denise said that she opted out, but she showed her ass on that episode. There's clips everywhere. She showed her ass on that episode. Her clothes was like inside out, like she looked crazy, and she was acting a little like she was. She came in, she walked in honestly on the show. She walked in like she was already drunk as hell. But she got on the radio somewhere, and
She needed that liquid
I feel like it might have been
courage.
Howard Stern. She got on the radio, and she pretty much said that that she was acting like that because she believed that they put marijuana in her food even though she opted out. So she's saying that they pretty much drugged her. And the chef is calling her out and saying that that's absolutely not true. And yeah,
Denise?
Denise Richards. Yes. Yep.
Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of Kyle Richards because Kyle Richards was the one that had the weed party,
Yes,
right,
Kyle
on the
had the
show.
weed party,
And
and
Denise
Denise.
showed up to it,
Yes,
right?
Denise showed up, and she was
And this
just.
is what they're talking about?
Mm-hmm. That she's saying that the reason why she would act like that, why she was like, her stuff wasn't all together, she was a little discombobulated, is because she feels like they snuck weed in her food and her drinks.
That
But
reminds me of that story of the lady that killed their boyfriend and said that the weed he gave her was
oh my god,
the reason why he killed her and she went
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, he didn't tell her that the weed was gonna be that strong. Sounds crazy.
So she killed him.
Yeah, or she was so high that she killed them.
Mm.
It's crazy, but yeah, and the chef is
And she
calling
got
her
off.
out. Yeah, she got off. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
she got off.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
So now Denise Richards is suing
she's not
who
suing
now?
them. She just got on Howard Stern and started talking,
Oh,
saying
she's
like,
just talking.
yeah, she's
Oh,
just talking. But
oh,
the
oh,
chef didn't
oh,
like
oh.
that because you're making the chef like this is his business, and you're making him, not look good because he says an option. We don't have to have the marijuana in your food, so you can't like that's like telling a chef like I'm allergic to peanuts. Don't put peanuts in my food, but you put
Oh,
peanuts in my
she's
food.
saying like nobody even offered her
No,
that.
they did offer her that, and she said that she didn't have that. The reason why she
Oh,
was acting
she opted out of
she
it.
opted out. And
Okay,
the
now
reason
I
why
got
she
it.
was acting crazy is because she feels like they put it in her food anyways.
That's crazy.
Right. So the chef is calling her out because he said yes.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all crazy.
Right.
All of that. All of that.
Right. So probably won't be seeing her back on the Housewives after this season because she didn't really make
Yeah.
herself look too good.
Yeah. I doubt it.
Yeah, but other news, I seen that there is a rumor that John David Washington, I don't know if you've seen this.
Oh,
That's
Denzel's son.
Denzel's son, yep. That he is rumored to be the replacement for Jonathan Majors Kang in the Marvel Studios.
Oh wow.
Yes. I
They
thought
need
you would have
to
heard that.
I heard some stories about them redoing the Black Panther and going back and doing like a older Black Panther. And I was like, yo, if they cast that person, that might be dope. But now trying to recast a other black person, like that's kind of whack. Like
Yeah. I mean,
that's kind of whack. You would never do that to no white person.
yeah. Yep. But they're gonna have to. They have. I feel like they got way too much put into this whole Kang storyline. Like it was literally writing like their whole next wave of movies. So they
Well,
have
shit,
to.
they probably did do that. They
They
probably have done that.
they probably have. People get replaced, or
Yeah,
people just
they
get
have
booted
been getting
out. Where they
placed.
just be like, "Oh, we just won't have that character no more,"
Yeah,
or
yeah, they'll just kill that character off.
yeah.
They'll kill that
But
character
I feel like
straight
they
off.
can't do
Like,
that because Marvel, like I said, they have their whole next wave of movies was based upon Kang and Kang Dynasty and Kang this and
well, what if
everything.
they
Like
already had that movie already? Like,
I feel like they did.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what if that movie is already done?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't.
Now they can't do reshoots now.
They probably have other movies with him in it though, but I don't know
Right,
if his
like other
movie was
things
done.
with him in it
Because
already.
I don't think they would have fired him that quick, like how they did dropped him if they had already had filmed this.
It's just crazy how they dropped him and then they interviewed him after they dropped him, like directly, like not even like a week or 2 weeks, like directly after they dropped him, they interviewed him, like not even like, you know what I'm
And
saying,
the
another
interview didn't even
source,
help
like
him either. The
they
interview
interviewed him,
made
made
it
him
even
look
worse.
like, you know what I'm saying, and then like, yeah, that's more craziness, man.
Real crazy. Um. Also, I'm trying to look right now to see if I see this on TMZ because it's gonna be funny if it's not on TMZ because it's about TMZ and I'm just not seeing it, at least not on their Instagram page as I scroll. Look, I'm already seeing the Denise Richards thing again. So I seen a TikTok video of Kanye West. I guess he had TMZ was like chasing him down. The girl from TMZ that's always interviewing people, that she's chasing him down, asking him questions. Like she asked him like, "Oh, does your wife have free will?" or something like that. And
Oh,
he get you seen the clip?
yeah, I seen the clip, and Kanye grabs the phone, and I
Grabs
don't
the
know what he
phone.
does with the phone. I just seen the part where he grabs
It
the
was like he
phone.
grabbed the phone. I don't feel like he threw it. He might have threw it down. I feel like he did it because she like jumps back. Like it's not funny. He grabs the phone. He gets like all upset. Like gets like in her face, and I just thought it was crazy because like he starts going in on her like, oh, do you have free will? Do you work for the devil? You work for
Mm,
TMZ?
mm,
Why don't be asking me about my wife? That's my wife. Like he's going hard. Like that is my wife. Of course she had like now he didn't even say of course she has free will or he said something like we're in America or something like he just was like it was just crazy. I was like what the heck? He said asked that lady. He said what's your name? What's your address? What's your name? What's your address, bitch? Like he was going off on her.
wow.
He was going off, and I wonder if this is gonna pop up on TMZ because I'm like, this happened like yesterday. Like I haven't seen them talk about it. As it popped up, it's a whole video. Like it's somebody else recording him, like in that girl's face from TMZ, like going hard, like in her face.
Oh yeah, they definitely want to talk about that.
Hmm.
They got to talk about that because if they don't, then they're gonna leave the source, leave it open for somebody else to
I
talk
thought
about
they would
it.
have talked about it yesterday, but they haven't talked about it yet. But I was like, yeah, that's crazy.
Mm.
Um, and my last little thing I had, it seems like um the family of I could pull it back up. The Megan Kanka's family is reportedly furious with Megan Thee Stallion and is looking to file some type of lawsuit because she used the Megan's Law in her rap in her song, her diss track. And Megan's Law, I guess, is about a little girl. I don't really got to look it up. Maybe I should. Maybe you should take this part out. You I didn't look it up too much. I just seen
Because
that.
I was definitely about to
Megan's
ask.
Law is it's right here. Is named after a 7-year-old Megan Kanka. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing. A New Jersey girl who was raped and killed by a known registered sex offender who had moved across the street from the family without their knowledge. In the wake of the tragedy, the
I feel
Kanka
like I heard
sought to
this
have a
already.
local communities warned about sex offenders in the area. So Megan's Law is which pretty much the law where you can't, if you're a sex offender, you have to let people know that you have to put it out there that you're a sex offender. You can't just walk
Mm.
around and not say that you're. So I guess she mentioned that in her rap when she was rapping about Nicki Minaj. She said these bitches don't, these bitches don't like Megan. They mad at Megan. They not mad at Megan. They got the line. These bitches not mad at Megan. They mad at Megan's Law.
Mm.
So she said that, which is what really got Nicki fired up. And I guess the family of the 7-year-old girl that was killed, they're upset about it as well, and they're looking to file some type of lawsuit
Against Megan Thee Stallion.
against Megan Thee Stallion for making they saying making lights, making the way she referenced it.
Mm. Meg Thee Stallion is under contract with Rock Nation.
Hmm.
It would make sense.
Yep, yep.
Makes sense.
Also, speaking of that, this song that this song she just put out. They said this is her first. This might be her first debut, her first solo debut on the top 10 Billboard
Oh, she has never been on the top 10 Billboard with a song no features.
with a debut, I guess. So this is like I guess this is like the first week it's out. It's gonna debut on the top 10. She never
Oh,
had a song that was like made it to the top 10 like on a debut.
oh, okay,
Yes,
okay. Mm.
and they're already saying it, and it's because of all the hype that Nicki put around it, obviously. And so,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah. I mean, that whole situation is trippy because once you have friends that are like beefing like that, I kind of like try to stay out of it because it's a whole different situation that nobody knows about. Like
Mm.
you don't really know what they got going on. Like those two people were friends
Yeah.
at one point,
Right.
and now they're
Exactly.
like, you know what I'm saying, going full on beef.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, you gotta stay out of that because once you entertain that, then it becomes something.
Yeah, and I think
But
people
if
think
you let
it's
it
over,
die
it's
out, it
something
dies
petty,
out.
but it's no way. I feel like it's something way more than, like you said, than anybody else knows about. It's not
Hmm.
something that's so petty that people are thinking it is.
Right.
Cause
Everybody's making
yeah,
it that petty thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Just driving it, just feeding it, feeding it, feeding it. Like, let that shit die out, man.
yeah,
Let that shit die out.
facts.
Um, what else you got?
That was all I had for
Oh,
today.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, that was all. But I do want to go mention real. I don't know, but I forgot to say this about the Megan's law, and the Kankas family. Before they even reached or spoke out or saying how they felt about it, Moniece Slaughter. I don't know if you remember her. She was on Love and Hip Hop. She's the baby mother of Lil Fizz.
Oh, oh, yes, yes, yes. I
She
remember her
had a
now.
whole rant and was saying that how Megan Thee Stallion making this saying this line, putting Megan's Law in there is really disrespectful. It's crazy. Like she went on a whole Twitter rant and was saying like, she didn't feel like that was right for Megan to bring up the Megan's Law either, I guess. And I don't know. I'm like, did Moniece? I know Moniece didn't influence this man to want to get a lawsuit, which would be crazy. Like Moniece. But yeah, that was all I wanted to add to that.
Moniece, was you saying she egged on the family to get the lawsuit?
Yes, before she
Oh,
was the
before the
first one to
lawsuit
talk
came
about it.
out,
Before she was talking about it, like how that was like she had a whole Twitter rant.
I feel like everybody was talking about it.
I didn't
But
see
yeah,
nobody else saying nothing about how it was wrong for her to use that line. Not like that. Not like in the not that went viral like how Moniece went viral.
yeah, that would happen. But mm, that's the case. Ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, it was tough, but they probably just gonna want some money and if it's anything, like you said, she with Rock Nation. They'll pay it off, and they'll probably say, it is what it is. We got a debut top 10 Billboard song. Like
Yeah, you know.
they'll take the hit. They don't
Hmm.
care.